In this next video, I will teach you how to create more advanced features and accessories to help make your crewmate even more personal, creative, and unique. So this is where we left off, and this is where we're heading. Just a lot more details. I will show you how to create some hairstyles using the curve tool. I will also show you how to insert an image, and we'll play along with lines, distributing, and alignment. From there, you can play around on your own and just experiment with different ways to make your crewmate, like I said, even more unique. So let's get started. We are going to learn about the line tools up here. The first option, line, is just a simple way to add details. Basically, you have a point A to point B. You can move this wherever you like, make it long, short, whatever it is that you need. Let go and you'll have your line. You can even adjust the weight and thickness of your line, even the color. So it's completely up to you how you use that tool, if you use that tool. But in my final crewmate, I use that tool to help bring details to my shoes. I love wearing my red Adidas shoes, and that was sort of the inspiration for my shoes down here. I'm just going to show you how I aligned all of these. So what I did, I created a line, and then I copied and pasted that 2 more times to get 3 lines. After that, I lined up my lines where I wanted them to go, approximately where I wanted them to be. As you can see, they're not perfect. These ones are nicely spaced. These ones are a little off. And there are some tools to help you align and distribute everything. So select the objects, the shapes, the images you would like to align. Hold down Shift as you continue to select more objects, shapes, whatever it is. Once you select everything you want to align and distribute, right-click on your keypad or on your mouse, and you are going to play around with the distribute and the align features. So aligning horizontally is sort of opposite. My lines are going horizontal, but if I align horizontally, what happens is that they'll all come together into one. So if it doesn't end up exactly how you want, you might need to play with the other alignment, if that makes sense. So I want these to be aligned with each other in the middle. You can align them from the top, whatever it might be. Next, I want to distribute these evenly. So I right-click again, and this time I'm going to select Distribute and Horizontal, because I want these to be distributed horizontal going across my page, not up and down. And now you can see that awkward distance between them is now the same. What I did, I selected all 3 of these and I copied and pasted them and dragged them over to this other shoe. So the other shoe was exactly like this one. Now, if I wanted to completely replicate the shoe, what I could do is select all those shapes and lines. I can press Control C and Control V to copy paste. And maybe I just want to flip the formatting on this. So you can right click again and you can rotate. And there is a feature that's called flip horizontally, and it will flip flop everything that is where everything is located. And then from there, you can drag it in and it will be perfectly lined up with the other side. So just a cool feature to work with. Again, we worked with line, alignment, distribute, and how you can copy, paste, and flip something to create a duplicate of what you have for, let's say, another side of your shoe. Next, we will work with the curve tool to start to create some hair designs. Now, everyone has very unique hair, different hairstyles, short, long, curly, whatever it might be. And so you might be using these tools in different ways to try and reach the goals that you have in mind. But one tool that might help you really well is this tool called the curve tool. The curve tool is really nice because you can curve your lines in different direction to get different stylized looks and shapes. If you want something a little more pointed, don't go as far. Do lots of little clicks, and this can help guide you. If you don't mind where it's going, do longer clicks until you get back to the beginning where you started. It's going to enclose that whole entire line and turn it into a shape. From there, you can select a pre-formatted color, you can customize your color, or I really like working with gradients. Again, if you don't like a gradient that's pre-selected, you can have fun selecting different colors. If you want more of a dramatic effect within the gradient, just like that last video, you can customize and try to select a lighter color and a darker color for a better contrast look. Let's try that. Yes, I like that. So now I'm just going to keep using that curve tool to create the other side of my hair. Now, again, we all have very different hairstyles, very different looks. That is just the curve line, which you might find a cool way to use that, but I'm just going to go with this. Sometimes, just a heads up, if you get too close to other lines in your artwork, sometimes they will merge and sort of become one big shape. Like what I mean is sometimes the shape will want to merge into these lines. If that happens, you can just undo your work or restart. Now, like in our previous videos, I'll just show you quickly how you can re-select a gradient that you created. So again, I just had that shape selected, go into gradient. My customized gradients are down here and I just selected what I wanted. Again, you can adjust the border line if you want to. Next, I will go over the order tools. Just as a reminder, I have a tip for you for ordering. So if you want to send objects toward the back, there is a shortcut for that. You can hold down Control and the down arrow and do that as many times until it's in the location that you want. There I go. Next, the polyline tool. The polyline tool is a line and it's right down here. It's like the curve tool, except everything is going to be straight. So if I wanted a top hat, I could make a top hat, but if I wanted that top hat to be curved in any way, I won't be able to do that. I'll only be able to use that polyline tool for straight lines. And of course, I could adjust the color if I wanted. Now, one thing you might be interested in is working smarter and what I call not harder. And instead of creating everything yourself, you might be interested in inserting an image from the web. You will get a search bar over here. You can see what I previously searched. The word you want to type in is transparent. And transparent is going to help you find images with a transparent background. If the images have a background, they're going to stand out and it'll be really distracting in your image. What I mean by that is this paintbrush I found does not have a background. It's transparent. If it had a black background, it would be covering my jetpack and it wouldn't be the best option for what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to search transparent top hat and you'll see some top hats that come up. You can select the top hat that you like or the image that you like and click insert. After that, it will insert that image and you can move it to wherever you like. Rotate it, make it bigger, smaller, whatever it might be to your preferences. And I'll just delete that other top hat. Now, if I wanted it to the back for some reason, again, I can use that shortcut Control down to reorder, but I like it where it is at. Lastly, I would like to talk about the jetpack. Now you have learned all these skills, all these tools, all these different ways to create digital art in Google Drawings. So I encourage you to be as creative as you like, using everything that you've learned, your prior knowledge, to create a fun, unique, interesting jetpack. Like in my final image, I'm just sending this to the back. Like in my final image, this is me as an art teacher. So I was thinking for the jetpack, I would make a painting palette. I even have a little handle where your thumb would go, the colors of paint, and that paintbrush. So I just personalized it to my liking. Your jetpack does not have to be literal. It doesn't have to be an actual jetpack. You can get as creative as you like. You can use the insert image and find some cool backpacks and different things like that to use. Whatever you like. I'm not really going to show you what to do because I want that part of this creation to be all you. You are your own artist and you can use all this prior knowledge to create and be as creative as possible. So hopefully you enjoyed these videos on how to create an Among Us inspired crewmate.